Aloha, YouTubers. Hi, I'm Rock, and I'm coming back at you with another live stream. And in today's live stream, this is a viewer request from at mrgoalieman01. I guess he wanted to know how my Traxxas Xmaxx body was holding up after a few months of major severe bashing. Here it is. If the camera's gonna give you a crystal clear view. Like the mic is in the way. So, yeah, you can see there are a couple creases on the side, right here, which is expected. That's probably the weakest point of Traxxas body. But I see still intact. The Herculiner bed liner that I use to straighten this body. Not too bad, not too shabby. But you know, no matter what method you use, shoe glue, drywall tape. I've seen people use Flex Seal. For me, I use the Herculiner bed liner. It's gonna do the job. Is it gonna make your body indestructible? No, but it will help. The only reason why I use the Herculiner over the other methods because it was easier application and also easier to reapply. And I wanted that. Not only wanted that sturdiness, but I also wanted that flexibility. Yeah, pretty cool. So to Mr. Goalieman01, holding up pretty well. As you can see, I have bashed this thing super hard, extremely hard. It's only the drive. This is the passenger side body. So, no major creases or damages to this side, but like I said, the driver's side there's a major crease right here. But you know the body is not the issue. I think there's like two issues that I'll probably go over. I think even though it's a great idea, a great concept, the quick release mount and dismount body to the chassis has its flaws. This is right here, the latch, basically easy quick release to mount and install the body onto the chassis. The thing is with the quick release, it doesn't securely fasten the body onto the chassis. And as you can see, not only in my bash videos, but in other YouTuber bash videos on the Xmaxx, you always see after a crash or a flip or rollover, you have to go back and readjust and reposition the body back onto the chassis. And make sure it's securely fastened on. It does move when you do flips or rollovers or crashes. It just moves because the front is not really securely installed. It's securely installed, but there's still that small little play, which does, like when you crash, or you flip over, or you roll over, it will tend to move the body out of position from the chassis. And that's why the irritating part is you have to walk all the way over to your Traxxas Xmaxx and remount your body securely onto the chassis. I think there's like a couple methods where they could probably eliminate that frustration. I truly do understand why they went with the concept with the quick release mount and dismount for the body onto the chassis. Knowing Traxxas, they like to keep things keep it super simple. But I think they could have probably strengthened the front part of the body more securely to the front part of the chassis, and by just adding like a couple mounts. Yeah, when you mount this onto the chassis, part right here, or you see right there, there's a lot of play. Probably could have like put another brace right here between where the hook goes to. That probably helps secure it. Could probably like do a couple holes here, and then have two body posts go right, slide right into the holes. That will help secure it, or help it prevent from moving when you crash, flip over, or roll over. Then, as in regards to the side, I think probably could have done the same thing. No, they don't try to eliminate the body post. I think there's another way to securely secure the side panels or the side doors onto the chassis. That is Xmaxx. The other thing I was kind of like thinking and why, especially Traxxas or especially a third-party aftermarket manufacturer, is why no one has like designed some kind of roll cage for the Traxxas Xmaxx body, but not only for the Xmaxx, but for a lot of bashers out there. I think they could probably added more like a couple body posts here, connect like from the front body posts, like a couple design that just come on the side right here. That will help strengthen the sides. Maybe you can even run all around towards the back right here. Connect it through here, like around here, front. I don't know. I'm not too sure why no one has come up with a roll cage. As it doesn't have it doesn't have to be a full-on roll cage. Like I say, it just has to basically be able to come around side panels or side doors right here, and come around to the back, rear, side door, and one in the front. But interesting. Like I said, they could have like two posts right here. Then we drill two holes right in the front of the chassis, and it stick it right in, and then it will help prevent it from moving. But like I said, I truly understand why they went with the quick release, and the reason why they designed the quick release to mount and dismount the body onto the chassis. But you know, it is what it is, and that's what the manufacturer does. Whole lot of potential to make this Traxxas Xmaxx a lot better. Like I said, I don't mind like doing the extra step or and taking the few extra time to have the body securely and locked onto the chassis. It does get irritating when you out there bashing and you end up rolling over or flipping over or trying to do backflips or jumps, and you land on the backside and the body just even a slight movement, body gets disaligned. Is disaligned a word? Like I say, you have to walk all the way to the Traxxas Xmaxx and then resecure it, remount it, and blah blah blah. And you don't do that just one time. You do that several times because you're a basher like me. You kind of go and bash hard. Tank RC. Hey Frank, how's it going? That's like my opinion. Other than that, the Traxxas Xmaxx, top notch. What else? What else do I discuss? I think that's basically it right there. This was a viewer request. He wanted to know how the body is holding up after a few months of bashing, and so far so good. I think the thing you gotta realize, like sometimes it's hard when you're bashing. You don't realize sometimes the body is offline, or is disaligned, or it's not aligned onto the chassis, and you're still bashing. And then you do a couple crashes, and if you're trying to do a double backflip, Next thing you know, you have creases in your body like this because the body is offline and it's hitting the side of the chassis. The side of the chassis is lifting it, and that's the reason why this happened. Yeah, so it's either gonna end up being above here. This what like when you down pressure. Thing is big, man. Should have asked for a smaller RC. But when it gets disaligned like this on the side, right? Like this, and then when you're putting pressure, as you can see just up against that, it does help. Yeah, that's how the creases will happen. So you have to make sure your body always is this way. That way, still sturdy on the side, but it will prevent creases. But sometimes, like I say, if you're bashing and you don't know, you don't realize that your body, was dismounted and you're still bashing, and that's what happened. That's the reason why I end up getting creases onto the chassis. But all is good. Not complaining. If you're gonna bash it hard. The Tank RC Xmaxx is a beast. Yes, it is. Also looking forward to getting is it the Kraton or Kraton? Kraton. Arma? Or that thing is a beast too. Nuclear Crypto, do they have any structured racing in Hawaii, say for 1/10 scale or 1/8 scale cars? Ooh, that's a very good question. I know here where I live, on the Big Island, I don't think there is. My understanding, I think I do have like clubs that do scaling and crawling. But I'm pretty sure on the other islands, most likely Oahu, there's a bigger population, and then maybe Maui. I may have structured racing in Hawaii. Man, if they had like a RC track or something here, I mean, damn, I'll get into racing. Do you have the 8S version? Yeah, I do have the 8S version. The thing is a beast. But yeah, racing is something like I always wanted to get into, but because where I live, everything is so limited. It's like very difficult. Or I would have done a lot other different types of RCs. But you don't have any tracks there that you know of. Well, we used to have a racetrack. I mean, I think we still do. I mean, there's a racetrack on the other side of the island where I live. That's about, I would say, how many miles? 80 miles, maybe 80 to 100 miles away. I think they at one point had RC. I think they did because they used to have a hobby shop on the other side of the island. I'm not too sure if he's still open, but I know he used to sell nitro, which was cool because I always wanted to get a nitro buggy, but nitro is so hard to get here. So pretty sure they have. You should fly to California for a week or two and do some racing up there. I think you like it. There are 1/10 scale racetrack here in Ontario, Canada. There are so many tracks up there. You would love it. What part of California? Nuclear Crypto. I've been to the Pomona race park. I think is it the Pomona race park in LA or close to LA. I'm sure you. Man, if I had the accessibility to a lot of different RCs, like the tracks and all that, I mean, oh man, I mean, yeah, I would have done more videos and different types of videos on my channel, but like I said, where I live is hard, but I do plan to travel in the near future. Do a lot of traveling. And it could be a lot of RC related traveling. But yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Um, I'm sure no matter where you go in California, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of RC tracks there. Yeah, I mean, my one of my goals before where it's all said and done, um, is to visit all 50 states. I think I have like 40. Okay, so I visited Washington State, Oregon, California, Arizona, and Nevada. So I got 45 more states to visit. I haven't been on the East Coast, but I do plan to take trips there one day. Actually, I wanted to do a road trip around across the United States, where Adam Drake goes Revelations Raceway. Oh, nice. I'll definitely Google that up and see what part of California that is. Yeah, definitely come and visit. Probably like look up some like events or something. I know I always promised people that I was gonna go to the what do you call that, a drone event, a multi GP drone event that they normally hold. I think they hold it usually in June or July, and and I think it's Indiana. Yeah, Indiana. Yeah, I promise a lot of people, not only people, but manufacturers that come go to that check out that race, but or that event. But my rock is a busy man. But no, yeah, definitely show up to some races in the future, and not only like 1/10 scale racing or 1/8 scale racing, but maybe some like scalar or crawler events. No matter where it is in part of the world. I know Canada is big when it comes to scaling and crawling events. Maybe go to Asia. I know they always have that one big crawler event. I think it's in Hong Kong. I forget what it's called. And I think Axial does another one, sponsors another one. Yeah, so many cool things that it's like a baby like in a candy store, but so many candy, just don't know. You want them all. You just want to try them all. Yeah, I love. I don't just stick to one particular platform in RC. I like doing a lot of different RCs. As you can see, I'm very diverse on my channel. I do the bashing. I haven't really showcased the speed runs, but the scaling, the crawling, FPV. What else have I done? The gas, electric. Yeah, it'd be super cool. I know I always plan to go to Massachusetts. I know a couple people on the East Coast in regards to YouTubers. They all live close by, Philadelphia, Boston area, Pennsylvania, like I guess close to the Pittsburgh area. I think those are pretty close to each other. I mean, not really pretty close, but yeah, I always plan to go check out the East Coast. Maybe meet up with some fellow YouTubers. But I'll keep that in mind. Nuclear Crypto. Who knows what the future holds? Because where I'm at now in life, I can do whatever I want. Travel wherever I want, go wherever I want. So, but I guess they do plan to build a racetrack here, like a quarter-mile racetrack. I don't know. I know they're planning to build a some kind of dirt racetrack. I know when I was growing up as a kid, at one point we had a BMX bike track, but that's gone. So quick live stream. I just wanted to instead of just replying to Mr. Goalieman01's comment, I just figured I just give him a shout out, some recognition on my live stream, and explain, how well or how the Traxxas Xmaxx body has been holding up. You don't even have to do anything to the Xmaxx body. You can just leave it stock, and it's. I mean, the way, like I said, the way it's designed, it's still a hold up no matter if you put anything on it or not. Like I say, you just have to keep in mind, and like when you're bashing out there, that hopefully your body is aligned and secured onto the chassis. Because, like say, if it becomes, it doesn't come, if it's not online and you're still bashing, you will end up probably creasing the side doors on your Traxxas Xmaxx. Other than that, everything's all good, all G. Hope everybody's doing fabulous, great on this Tuesday. Hope you folks are saving you guys money, because there's a lot of new crew RCs that's being released. Had to stay offline. I might just end up buying a lot of things that I shouldn't need because I want. But yeah, that's it for this live stream. Hope you folks see you in the next live stream, whenever that is. In my next live stream, or VOD, take care and aloha. Shock. And I'm out.